So glad you could join me for yoga. This is Yoga with Joan Bossy, and I'm Joan. And Yoda is over here. He's our French bulldog. He's going to be 7 in a couple weeks. And he likes, I think, the sound of the human voice. He comes over and joins me a lot. Today we have a summer flow for you. Something that celebrates the fiery heat of summer, that is graceful and flexes most of the muscles in your body today, makes you feel peaceful and calm, but yet energized. We're going to get strong as we start standing up today. So come on up. And today I really want you to focus on all the muscles in your body as we breathe and keeping everything engaged. So come to the front of your mat, and I'll come over here so you can see me. Bring your feet about hips width distance apart and really engage your pelvic bowl so that it is neutral, not too swayed back and not too swayed forward, but engaged in a neutral way. Maybe hands come together as you ground yourself here. So pushing into the floor, rooting down with those feet, engaging your leg muscles. Maybe rolling the shoulders back a few times so that you get the feeling of having the shoulders rolled back, chest gently lifted. And we're going to be able to take a pause here and just breathe as we settle into our practice today. We'll take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Second time through, inhale. Exhale, nice and long. And then last time through. Letting your breath return to normal. Visualizing your feet as roots extending into the ground, anchoring you there. And at the same time, the energy is coming up through your legs, through your body, through the crown of your head, which is gently lifted as we breathe here. And if you'd like to set an intention or goal for your practice, go right ahead. It could even be just a positive word. And whatever that is, I wish that for you too. And you're at the front of your mat. Your eyes begin to float open. Arms can come to the sides. As we inhale the right arm up for a side stretch, bending over and then coming down on the other side. And we'll do this 2 more times. Inhaling the right arm up. Exhaling down, left arm comes down, and 1 more time. And then bringing the arms together and behind as we inhale and look up, holding here and stretching the shoulders. You can also have your head relaxed, maybe the chin is down. And again, eye gaze could be up. And then we'll begin to forward fold here. Inhale and exhale. And your arms, if they don't stay interlaced, that's okay. If they do and you need a shoulder stretch, keep them here as we come into our forward fold. You can let the arms come down. We'll inhale the hands to a halfway lift. Exhale down. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll bring the hands to plant on the sides as we take the 1 step back with the right foot, coming down onto the right knee, top of the back foot, grounding you, knee over ankle in the front, reaching up. Elbows straight, arms, relax the neck and breathe in low lunge. We'll take another inhale and exhale here. And you have an option to drop the left arm to stretch over to the side, opening up that side oblique muscle, the psoas, which is buried deep in there. And then come back up. We'll inhale. Exhale the arms forward. Coming to the toes of the back foot. Lift that knee if that feels good for runner's lunge here. Breath in. And then we'll exhale, coming back to our forward fold. And you can hold the elbows and hang. Maybe the knees are bent or very bent. It doesn't matter as long as you let the head and neck drop down. You'll take another breath in here. And breath out. And we'll let the elbows go, bending the knees. We root down in those feet, pushing up, engaging those belly muscles. Exhale. Side stretch again, 3 times. Inhale. Inhale. And exhale. Other side. And one more time. Reaching overhead. And we'll do the last left arm lifts. Overhead and down. Interlace those fingers. Inhale, stretching those shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Keep those hands engaged, shoulders engaged if that feels good. If not, drop the arms down. Letting the arms float down if they haven't already. We'll inhale to a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale down 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Hands plant as the left foot this time is going to come back, and I'll come over here so you can see me. Knee comes down, arms rise as we reach out of the waist. Breathing into that belly. Feeling the chest lifted, grounding those feet into the ground. And you can drop that right arm, taking a beautiful side stretch here. Maybe your hand rests on a book or the floor. And then we'll reach up again, inhaling. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift that knee. Exhale, coming to the forward fold. 3 breaths here. You can hold the elbows again. Arms can dangle down, maybe adding some movement as we breathe. Bring a little more weight to the front part of that foot, those feet. And then we'll take our next inhale. Exhale, let the hands go as we bend the knees, inhaling up. And exhale down. Beautiful. Pausing here, returning to your intention, rooting those feet down. Just lift the toes lightly, making sure we're not grabbing on with the toes. Beautiful. And then the eyes float open if they were closed. Reach up with the arms, inhaling. And we'll sit back to chair. Weight goes to the heels. Heart gently lifted. Breath in as we bring the hands together. Exhale, hands to the heart. As we step back with our right foot, really grounding in that left foot as we take that right foot and step back, ball of the foot for low, coming to the ball of the back foot for low lunge, for high lunge, inhaling up. Really drawing the inner thighs together here, feeling a beautiful rooting down with both feet as equal as possible. And then we're in the next inhale, we're gonna reach high. Exhale, turn that back foot out, parallel with the back of the mat. Coming to our warrior two. We'll flip the front palm up as we reach up for reverse warrior, breathing here. Feeling your whole body, the breath flowing through. Coming back to warrior two. Straightening that front leg, kicking that right hip back, reaching till we can't go anymore, dropping that left arm, right arm reaches up. As we open those intercostal muscles between the ribs up towards the ceiling. Another inhale and exhale. And we'll reverse our triangle, switching the arms, relaxing the back arm, opening up that front body. Nice opening here. And then we'll pop back to warrior two briefly. Breath in. Exhale the hands to the waist as we turn the toes parallel or slightly turned in. Bring those arms together, those hands together, interlacing. Inhale, look up. We're going to forward fold, reaching the crown of the head down. And again, letting go of the hands at any time you need to. And if interlacing the fingers didn't work for you, you could just take your forward fold, letting the arms come down. We'll walk the hands a little bit backwards between the legs as we reach the crown of the head towards that floor, breathing here. We'll take that left hand under the face as we reach up with the right hand for a twist. Inhale. Exhale the hand down. Inhale the left arm up. Inhale. Reaching. Exhale. Hand comes down as we walk the hands over to the left, coming to Skanasana. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you come to the ball of the left foot, raising the toes of the opposite foot. Hands can come to Namaste Mudra as we breathe. Exhale down, walking to the other side. And again, you could just be here with the fingertips or straighten, coming to the heel of the left foot. Skanasana. Beautiful, chest lifted, body engaged. Thinking about that whole body. Hands come down, we'll walk back. Walking, hands come to in front, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands come to the waist as we rise, turning those feet out to the far corners of the mat for goddess. We'll inhale up, reaching the arms up, hands come together. We'll dip down, tailbone moving straight down. 3 dips. Inhale, exhale down. One more time. And stay down, holding here. Arms come to the thighs as we circle 3 times. And then the other side. Really letting yourself flow, feeling your whole body engaged. Arms lift up, coming, hands come to the heart. Beautiful. And we'll turn towards the front of the mat, finding our way there, pausing here and breathing. Legs like roots in the ground, calling to mind the fiery, beautiful golden light of summer, full of abundance, thriving in our vitality, whole body engaged here. And let the eyes float open if they were closed. We're going to be taking a We're going to be taking our chair pose, so we're going to lift our arms up, inhale, sit back into that chair, really feeling the weight in those heels. Toes can be together, or the feet can be slightly apart. Building some summer heat here. And then hands come together and to the heart, engaging those core muscles as we bring our weight to our right leg, sending that left leg back into crescent lunge, lifting the chest, reaching up, elbow straight arms as we, beautiful, relaxing that neck, breathing in crescent lunge. I'll take an inhale here. Reaching up and then opening on the exhale to warrior two on the opposite side. We'll flip that front palm, reaching up, reversing our warrior. Exhale back. We'll straighten that front leg, kicking the left hip back, reaching till you can't go anymore. Coming into triangle, opening the heart, feeling both roots of your feet on the ground, grounding you as you lift that energy up through your body. Relax the neck and the face. Another breath in and out. And then we'll inhale, exhaling to reverse triangle. Beautiful. And then we'll exhale down. Hands come to the waist as we turn the feet to parallel to each other. Hands interlace. Inhale, look up. Exhale to your forward fold. Wide angle forward fold. Crown of the head, reaching down. Using those ab muscles, feeling the feet and the thighs drawing together. Arms release, walking the hands backwards a little bit as we fold a little deeper. Planting the right hand as we lift with the left side. Looking over to the side as we reach up, inhale. Exhale that hand down, planting the left hand, right arm lifts. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hand comes down as we walk over to the left. Right heel can come up. You can come into your beautiful pose here, holding your hands together, lifting the chest and the heart. Hands come down as we walk to the other side, finding Skanasana. And again, maybe the fingertips are just reaching down to the right, and that's fine too. Breathing, you got this. And then we'll drop the hands, beginning to walk back. Hands come to the out in front, inhale. Exhale, hands come to the waist as we rise, rooting those feet down, turning them to the far corners of the mat. Inhale up, straight legs. Exhale, goddess, dipping down. Back up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And again, your tailbone is straight down, your thighs are spinning open, chest is lifted, hands come to the thighs as we circle 3 times around with the left hand. Relaxing the arm as we breathe, but the legs are nice and strong. And then both arms are gonna lift, inhale. Exhale, hands come to the heart, beautiful. And we'll turn towards that front of the mat, coming forward, pausing here. Summer can be a time of vitality, abundance, energy. Arms come to the side for our balance pose. And I'll come to the front so you can see me. We'll lift first the right leg, bringing the weight into the left. Continuing to breathe all the way through. Maybe just the toe lifts, or maybe we lift the knee. And then straightening that leg or keeping the knee bent there. Take a breath in. And then exhaling. And then we'll take that leg over the left thigh. Hands come to the heart. And you could stay here or you could find your way down, really feeling the power of this pose. And if you fall out, get back in. You can touch down if you want onto the floor. And then come back to namaste hands, growing yourself up. Leg lifts again, knee, and then the leg. Breath in, breath out. Beautiful. Every time you start to fall out, you're engaging that part of your brain for balance, that awareness of the outside of your body, that proprioception. And then bringing the weight into the opposite leg. And maybe the knee lifts. Maybe you straighten the leg out. Not judging yourself either way. Letting everything be without judgment. And you can touch down. Growing yourself. Back up. Knee comes up, nice and powerful. One more time. Straightening that left leg again. Breath in, breath out. Bending that knee, touching down. Beautiful. We're at the front of our mat. We'll take an inhale as we bend the knees, inhaling up. Exhale, forward fold. Holding the elbows, letting the head, shoulders, and neck just release with gravity, bringing a little more weight to the front part of your feet. You're doing a great job. Keep going. And then the hands rest on both sides of the feet as we send our knees back, coming down onto our knees, turning the hands maybe all the way back or partly as we lean back on the toes, stretching those wrists, giving them a nice, some love. And then you can bring your hands to your thighs as you lean back on your toes, if this feels good. Sometimes this doesn't feel good for people. And the more you do it, the more your toes get some love and get stretched. And then we'll keep our knees up as we come into puppy. We'll begin to walk the hands out, dropping the chest towards the mat, any amount. Maybe the chin reaches towards the ground. Maybe the head reaches towards the ground. And if you'd like to take a shoulder stretch here, tent those fingers as we reach the chin towards the earth, stretching those shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Inhale down. And if you're not doing this with me, exhale back. You're just in puppy. Inhale and exhale down. Stretch those shoulders as your chin reaches for the floor. Flattening the hands, coming back to puppy. Breath in and out. And we'll walk the hands back towards the body, crossing the feet, coming to a seated position on the mat. Left hand comes to the right knee as we reach up on the inhale with that arm, stretching up maybe overhead as we reach and breathe. Another breath. arm comes back down behind you, tenting the fingers. As we keep that chest lifted, growing tall, sits bones grounded down. Take an inhale here and begin your twist using the waist muscles. Use those muscles. Try not to torque yourself with your hands, but use those chest and waist, upper waist muscles. Holding here, another breath in and out. Good. Coming back to the center, we'll take the right hand to the left knee. Inhale up, stretching over. Nice, beautiful stretch here. Really feel the shoulder opening. And again, where's the neck? It's relaxed. Maybe there's a look up to open up. Or maybe this is just a gentle side stretch for you. And we'll exhale that hand down, bringing it behind as we grow tall. Exhale over to your twist. Again, engaging those muscles, breathing. Beautiful twist. Coming back to the center, we'll walk the hands forward. Any amount, maybe we just lean forward, or maybe you drop the head and shoulders down. Take a couple breaths here. Tune in to where you feel the stretch as you breathe. Staying present in your body and your mind. Another breath in. And we'll begin to exhale out. Excuse me. Walking out. We'll take a beautiful shoulders up and back and down. Nice shoulder stretch. We'll take a couple of these and then keep those shoulders down as we gently bring the right ear to that right shoulder. Keep that right shoulder where it is and bring the ear to it, holding there and not doing anything. Or I invite you to take that right arm as a light weight, stretching that neck gently. Maybe the fingers of the left hand crawl out on the mat a little. Another deep breath in and out. Letting go of the head if you had it, letting the head float back up. We'll begin to bring the left ear to the left shoulder, letting it fall over, nice and relaxed. Maybe adding the gentle, gentle weight of the left hand, stretching and breathing. And then releasing the hands, letting the head float up, dropping the chin. Maybe a look up, stretching the neck back. And back to normal. Beautiful. And you could take the chin down, taking a little side stretch to the right, staying there, or all the way around, just letting the head just lightly roll in a circle. And you could take another circle, or you could gently go the other direction, just going to the side, semicircle, or all the way around. Finding what works for you today. And when you find yourself back to neutral, you're going to turn your body, holding the backs of your thighs down onto the mat, maybe using the core muscles to come down, drawing the right knee in, holding here, and we want to hold on the shin. We're going to take that left knee, that right knee, and gently bring it to the left over the body as we keep the right shoulder on the floor as well as the left. Take a look over the right hand, or just look up if your neck is sore. Breathing into this full body twist, I like to put my hand on my leg for a light weight. Beautiful. And then looking back up, we'll send that knee back to the center, drawing the opposite knee in for a moment. Gentle squeeze, gently letting the right leg go long on the floor. And if this is too much of a stretch, you can keep that foot on the floor. And we'll bring the left knee over to the opposite side. Left arm is on the floor, right shoulder on the floor. Eye gaze again up or off to the left. Full body twist here. Just keep your breath nice and relaxed, flowing in and out as you feel the grounding of the earth supporting you below. We'll send that knee into the chest, bringing the other knee in, feeling for the ankles, maybe the outside soles of the feet as we find happy baby. You did a lot of work today, stretching, moving, and breathing. And as we let go of happy baby, we can bring the soles of the feet together, butterfly on our back, one hand on the lower belly, one hand on the heart as we breathe here. Calling to mind 3 things we're grateful for. However small or big they are, it doesn't matter, whatever comes to mind. And then calling to mind your intention. Why did you open this video for yoga today? What is it you needed? Say that again to yourself. And lastly, calling to mind the beautiful summer golden sun and the warmth that it brings, the abundance of fruits and vegetables it brings, the energy it brings to your body as you picture the golden light. And as you call to mind that golden light, letting one hand release down and then the other. Right leg opens up straight out to Shavasana. Hips open a little wider than the hips as we let the feet fall over to the side. And we'll let that neck relax. We'll let the skull release down into the ground as we picture the light of the sun on our crown of our head. Letting your lips release a little as the tongue releases from the mouth. Lips are together, but they release very slightly as you breathe and release the jaw. Throat relaxes, sending that light to the throat, sending that beautiful sun to the shoulders as the shoulder blades ground to the floor. Arms release and fingers relax. Chest and waist and pelvis release into the ground. Thighs release down, knees relax. Ankles and calf muscles and feet. Release any tension from the toes. Picturing that light bathing your body in abundance and vitality and energy. You're a radiant being capable of great things. And as you lay here, breathing, you can pause the video and stay here a little longer. It's very good for you to rest. Or you can begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Deepening your breath, drawing the arms overhead for a stretch and the toes in the opposite direction. Drawing the right knee in and then the left, rolling to your favorite side. Creating a pillow for your head as you take a breath in a fetal position. Waking from your Shavasana pose. In this fetal position, this embryo, kind of being reborn again as you lift your head up, coming to that seated position on the mat. Maybe releasing the flesh from the side, the thighs as the sits bone ground down, chest lifts, crown of the head long. Your neck is an extension of your spine. Let it go and release as we inhale up. Exhaling the hands to the heart. You can bring the thumbs, the hands to the third eye as we bow our heads, grateful for the yoga practice we had today. I'm grateful for you joining me today. Namaste. Thank you so much for doing yoga with me today.